about our selection process, and he wondered if his story or his artwork were more important. And so I want to share with you that we always start with the artwork. And Ian's artwork grows out and above in its individuality, in its style, in its voice, and ultimately in the story that he was trying to tell. The story reinforced our interest in our choice, but our invitation to Ian was to show work that we felt was singular in its perspective and in its craft. With that, please join me in congratulating and welcoming Ian for his first exhibition at Harwood Arts Center. She's a big fish. Your mom is a big fish. And I think you would be instrumental in this show, maybe having something to do with the artist being on Earth, maybe having something to do with the artist feeling like supported and encouraged enough to pursue. I wrote Deborah an email last week saying that it's my wish for the world that every young person has a champion the way Ian has her. It's really a really good place to start. This is a direct quote. It doesn't matter who you are, a child or a person on your deathbed. Everyone can be a genius, and we don't give ourselves enough credit. So you just get ready for the mic to drop several times as you hear him talk. But Ian, would you share more about what you meant?
There was a line in the movie that I thought was applicable. Extraordinary things happen in every life, and that's what I want to talk about with the work that I'm presenting today, because I'm surprised about people in general, because they're awesome. They're the greatest invention ever made.
It's true. And tell us more about that idea, because of course individuals are the focal point of your work. And as you depict your subjects, you also invent stories for them and narratives. And so tell us more about that process.
I am very judging of people. I just think way too speedily what I think they are. And I just thought, well, I'm an artist, that could be useful for something. And I've made that actually true. What was the question?
But share with us, please, how you choose a subject and then how their story moves for you.
The first way, which is my favorite way, is immediately when I see a person, I know exactly who I think they are. And I don't care what they actually are. It's about what I think. But that's very few and far between when that gets to be the case. Most of the time, I make the painting first. I always paint from pictures. If I don't know the bios immediately when I see them, it's usually after the fact that I paint them, that I just think they're interesting looking and they probably have something interesting about them. Look at their eyes or the way they carry themselves or whatever in the actual painting, and then I'll think, well, that reminds me of this person that I know. Maybe they know each other or something, and that's usually how I do it. When I was in 2nd grade, I hated sports. Why do sports? So the only other option I had was art, and that was just the first starting point. And I was good at it, so I kept going. And then as I went on and I got to middle school and high school, I actually grew a passion. I loved it. I love it still. In my junior year of high school, all my friends were coming up with cool, great ideas for projects with art, and I didn't have anything. So I was just asking the universe and God and Buddha, whoever you like, what should I do? And the universe said, here's some disabilities for you. I was out and in the hospital for the next 2.5 years, maybe more, and all I could do to keep me busy and happy and okay with myself was people watching. I was with my mom a lot of these doctor's appointments, and we talking about what we thought the people that were sitting next to us, what are their stories? And I said, well that guy, he's obviously Baker, and that girl over there, she probably hates her mom. And then that eventually made me want to paint people. And then for a good year or so, I wasn't doing bios for the people. I was just trying to get my feet on the ground with watercolor. And I thought, I actually think I have something here. I wanted something more to make my stuff different than anybody else's, so actually writing who I thought they were would be an interesting way to do that.
How many people saw the cover article in the Albuquerque Journal about Ian and this show? Okay, great. Something that made me think about is, how there's so much in your background and in your experience, given your age, including a very rich family life and a somewhat traumatic health history, right? But we also talked about how those circumstances and experiences inform but don't define you. Would you talk more about that?
Both my parents are pretty awesome with people. They're socialized and I take that back actually. They do that for work. They don't always like people. Which sucks sometimes, but listening to what my parents would say, like, how would you talk to this person who's by themselves and probably likes anime, sports, or whatever they are into? How would you start a conversation? And I forgot what the question was, but I'm just gonna keep going.
How your circumstances and experiences inform but do not define you.
Okay. Well, I can do an easy segue. I was listening to them, or at least my version of them in my head. I got my sea legs, and I knew how to talk to people, and which probably was always secretly inside myself somewhere, probably from my grandpa actually. People, oh man, I love people. I never ever need to be alone. I could be around people forever. As I moved to college, off on my own, so I didn't have my parents tell me what to do, so I had to figure it out on my own. And that took a couple, 5 years, but I think that's all I got to say on that.
So, you talk about how much you love people.
Yeah.
We can see that reflected in your work. But interestingly, you do not love depicting people you know.
I don't think it's just me who has trouble with this in art. It's so tough to depict people you know because you want to measure up to who you know they are. And they are going to find out that you drew them or whatever. And if they hate it, then it's a failure, obviously. I was just taking that out of the equation and making my own stories for people that I don't know. And well, if it's just me talking to myself, I can do that easy. Yeah.
In the infinite choice of the other people you encounter, how do you choose who to do a portrait of?
I'm sorry if I scared you on the street when I take a picture of random people, but I do that a lot, actually. Too much, probably. You know, I'm probably on some watch lists. But when I first see a person, I don't care what they look like, but I am thinking a lot about what kind of colors I want to use in their painting. If they have a lot of color, I'll probably take a picture whether they look cool or not. And then afterwards, I'll sift through the good ones and the bad ones.
Stylistically, your work is really unique. Will you share more about that?
Oh, I was in high school. Mrs. McCoy, I don't have a style. Help me out. What should I do? And teacher Mrs. McCoy, who I love dearly, said, Ian, find 3 artists that you love more than your stuff right now. Okay, I can do that. And I got 3. She said, okay, Ian, with those 3, tell me what you like about each one, and then put that in your own work. All of them at once. And do that for like 2 more years. And I said, okay, I can try that. I don't know if that's gonna work. And it worked. Eventually, after doing that for a while, said, oh, no, I should do this instead of what they did. And I don't remember the word. Osmosis? Is that a word?
Osmosis is a word.
Osmosis. Well, through osmosis of constant of doing that, I eventually figured out how to do it without looking at other people's work and just did what I thought was good work.
I would say it is good work because clearly you embody and exude like bravery, vivacity, resilience. Will you talk about what inspired you to take this work from like a tool of personal navigation and healing to a public and to be willing to show it?
Okay, I have 2 answers. Do you want the sad one or the happy but also hopeful?
Let's start with the sad one and then let's go to the happy hopeful.
Okay, well, the sad one was Craig Hospital in Denver, Colorado, which is where I was living for a good year and some days, which I was there for a brain injury from a car accident, which I was in a vehicle with. Everybody there, for the most part, they were nice and they acted happy around you, but everybody else, for the most part, were very sad sacks of very sad people. And I was like, wait, though, I'm happy. I could be happy still. And I decided it would be awesome if I brought some. Oh, this is cheesy. I would bring some light to the ward and people in the cafeteria and the university say, Ian, why are you so happy all the time? That's stupid. You're stupid. Have you seen the news? And I say, of course not. Donald Trump? No, I hate that guy. And I kind of, it It's probably a defense mechanism, but I avoid thinking about things that make me sad, and therefore, obviously the only thing left is being really annoyingly happy. And that's the
Well, I want to thank you so much again for sharing your work, but sharing yourself and your stories with us. We have time for a couple of questions.
Ian, I wonder if after you've taken a photo and conjured up in your mind what this person's like, have there been occasions where you talk with the person?
This fella, I know his name, I know what he does for an actual living. I told him right up straight, hey, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what I think. He was very into that.
What did you think?
What?
What did you think? Tell us what you thought.
What do you mean?
About him. What was your story?
Oh, well, you're just going to have to find out.
Yes.
Did anyone ever recognize themselves after the fact?
No, but I did actually have a guy in the subway who got very, very angry when he saw me taking a photo of him. He implied that he was going to kick my butt. Thankfully, he didn't, and I never, ever painted him, and I don't think I will. Not because he's very interesting, because he was, but I could never think of a bio, a story, as better as what I saw of him that day.
One more question? And yes.
So you talk about painting people you know. Have you ever done a self-portrait? Is that sort of the same thing?
No, but for some reason, people have been saying there's a guy in there in my show that looks a lot like me, like crazily like me. But his name isn't Ian, which I don't know why I called him not Ian, because that would have been pretty cool. But
That was not true, Ian. As your art teacher.
oh, okay.
Your last self-portrait.
Also, that's my good friend Amado, and if I didn't get his help, then this wouldn't be possible. So, big ups, my guy.
To the point made right at the beginning that I wish for a world in which every young person had a Deborah in their lives. Deborah also wishes that every young person had two people Ian has had in his life and asked me to thank them. Amado Pina, so that was timely. Ian's painting teacher, and a friend, Michelle Anderson. Deborah said about both of you that you've invested your hearts and souls to help Ian, and he has thanked you personally, but wanted to thank you publicly. So if we could please give them a round too. I think Ian is such a beautiful example of how art allows us to find the opportunity to find our voice and to find and navigate our paths in the world and to find and navigate a purpose. And so in the spirit of all of these appreciations, I invite you to go into the world and think with appreciation about who's invested in you and about who you're investing in. And please, if we could give one final and resounding round of applause to Ian for his show.